Missionary Benedictine Sisters have 6 stations in Kenya. But among all, Karen is vast. It is the vastest. Immense. It is the grandest. It is the principal station of the Nairobi Priory. Its landscape, architecture, garden, ambience, trees and songs are all vast. It houses the seat of the prioress. Its importance has long seeped into the sisters' collective subconscious. Wherever they are, east or west, Karen is always in their mind and heart, as their true home.
Karen Community is located in the leafy suburb of Karen, along Windy Ridge. It was established in 1984 as the Sacred Heart of Jesus Convent, with Sister Chantal Guster as the regional superior. It was later elevated to the level of a priory house on April 10, 1987, with Sister Christiane Spanheimer elected as the first prioress. The Karen community is also the most internationally diverse community.
At the west end of the Karen premises, stands another facility of the Missionary Benedictine Sisters. St. Odelia's Dispensary. This faith-based dispensary was constructed in December 8, 1987. It's currently under captainship of Sister Bernadette, who initially spent more than a decade working with the marginalized communities in the Rift Valley. She is also the first Kenyan sister in the Nairobi Priory.
I'm Sister Bernadette Zuve. I'm the administrator of this facility of St. Odelia's Dispensary. I've been here for, now this is I've started my 6th year. I came here back in 2016. Our catchment area mostly is from Gong area. We have quite a number of patients also who come from Lenana, Dangoreti. These are our catchment areas. Motoini, those are slums areas. A number of patients also. And I think the most important thing when this facility was started, it was to take care of those marginalized, those who feel the society has forgotten them. So when we set the prices, we are very reasonable. We get quite a number of people come with cars and what have you of a higher economic status. But we cannot say because now we have just a standard price. And I think also that makes them come here because we are very affordable and the drugs are there.
The dispensary is equipped with state-of-the-art facilities and offers wide range of services including outpatient services, pharmacy services, physiotherapy care, x-ray services, orthopedic services, radiology services, laboratory services, cancer screening and immunization services.
So my name is Sylvester Mwamasila. I'm the clinician in charge of this facility. We have qualified staff that are, they just want to give the best to the patients and are health oriented. So that's one way. In charge of this facility. Number 2, we have our approach to health. We have the core values that guide us and that dignify human life. So we are pro-life and we are honest in our diagnosis. We give the best to our patients by being honest without lying. And how we procure, which is method, we are honest category. Our procurement process of our drugs is built from a trusted source. So our medicines are the best. Yes.
So we have all category of drugs in these two, and we make sure that there are no rodents. The place is so clean, as you can see, and there is no water. You can see it's also very dark apart from the light. So we follow all measures of how to store drugs, and we have a very good system, LIMSOFT, which can be able to give us a very good report at the end of the month. We do frequent stock take, so that we ensure that our internal securities are okay. So our main place where we get drugs is Maids. Maids means Mission for Essential Drugs and Supply. There is where we are getting most of our commodities at a very affordable price.
Even though St. Odelia is regarded as a dispensary, it is equipped with state-of-the-art medical equipment and expertise, beyond the level of a standard dispensary.
Modern X-ray equipment that is able to do a three-dimensional picture or X-ray of all areas of the body, straight from skull, thyroid, nasal and paranasal, barium or X-ray everywhere. We also have a modern state-of-the-art ultrasound machine that is equally able to give you a clear view, eagle eye view, clear images straight from the normal superficial Doppler sounds to the vein and clot checks. So based with the vision laid by our founders, would also want our own vision to be inculcated of taking this hospital to the next level. That means maybe we need to have better services to our patients. Our patients want us to have inpatient facilities. Our patients want us to have an active maternity. Our patients want us to have more and more specialists working with us, giving the best. So I can see this facility going on, being to be the next big thing. On behalf of myself and on behalf of also the other staffs, as I am their representative, we would wish to extend our gratitude to them for not only employing us and paying us, but also for helping us discover ourselves as individuals. So here we do not just get salary. We get salary, we get mentorship, and we get guidance, which is very rare from other institutions. So, Kongoi Misi, thank you, Hongera, God bless.
The Subiaco Retreat Center. This spiritual center was started in 1995 to offer a sacred space to individuals and groups for spiritual nourishment. Subiaco Center offers a serene atmosphere for retreats, spiritual recollections, workshops, trainings, wedding celebrations, camping, team building sessions, and personal renewal for all people. It is equipped with modern-day conferencing facilities, self-contained rooms, a botanic garden with variety of trees, birds, and butterfly species.
Subiaco also has the Hermitage of St. Juita of Hoffenheim. It was converted as a hermitage for Sister Christiane, who received a calling from God to become a hermit.
My name's Sister Kripina Macheti. I'm the administrator of Subiaco Retreat Center. I only started working here on 1st November 2021.
Sister Agrippina took over the Subiaco Center
Started
after the
working here.
unprecedented death of Sister Jacinta. Sister Jacinta was a joyful, hardworking, and well-loved character.
Started working here.
Aside from the St. Odelia and Subiaco Retreat Center, the Karen community boasts of another ministry. The Maids Pharmaceuticals. The acronym Maids translates to medicine at your doorstep. This new and ambitious project focuses on alternative medicine obtained from natural herbs, weeds, and spices, and later processed and packaged for distribution in pharmacies. Project Maids has transcended its pilot stage and is now a registered company.
My name is Sister Francisca Siombesa Kaesa from the Diocese of Machakos, Masinga Parish. My 2017, I was assigned to pilot the project, which by now is a registered company called Maids, Medicine at Your Doorsteps. And in this company, or in this project, or new assignment, we are serving people to learn the medicinal plant, including weeds, plants with the things we use in the kitchen, spice and herbs, and how to maintain our health. And we have served the community and the neighbors around. They have found a lot of benefits in this project. And now we want to go ahead and expand it. It's now a registered company, and we want to process the herbs in a legal way, and serve the work together with the pharmacies and distribute the herbs, the medicine that are accessible, affordable, available, and effective for our health. We are not taking over from a conventional medicine, but we like to say, before you go to see your doctor, there's something you can use. You can use the first aid, or you can help yourself before you go to see the doctor.
The Karen Station is also the mother house and the principal house of formation. A young aspirant is taken through 4 stages before confirmation as a Benedictine sister.
My name is Sister Lucina Ngeny, a Missionary Benedictine Sister. I'm a formator and also the sub-priories. I've been in the formation for the last 9 years with the postulants and aspirants, and now with the junior sisters. The job of a formator is to prepare young women who come and they would like to become sisters. And this involves 3 stages to become a finally professed sister, that is to receive the ring. There is the aspirancy, the postulancy, the novitiate, the juniorate, and then a perpetually professed sister. In an aspirant, we look at the academic qualifications, good mental health, psychological stability, and ability to live in the community, to live with people from different areas, people with different temperaments, people from all kinds of works, because we are a missionary congregation. Later, as they profess, we can also send them outside the country. They can go to Germany, they can go to Rome, they can go to Tanzania to work. So we look at that ability to live with people of different characters. The sister herself can decide to quit because she feels this is not the life that she wants, or the community can decide that this sister is not fitting for this congregation, for the way we see the person struggling. So those are the things that we do in the formation. As we prepare them and we journey with them one-on-one and sharing, you're able to see that this person is not happy. She's not fulfilled. And maybe she's not called to this kind of way of life, religious life, because you have many different congregations. So maybe she's not called to be a Benedictine, but she's called to be an Assumption, for example, or called to be a Franciscan. So you can always recommend that. I think you are fitting in this congregation, or maybe religious life is too difficult for you. Maybe we suggest married life. So it happens many times.
Some years back, I had been a busy person, and I was not really sure whether I really wanted to be a sister, but I really wanted to do something to do like to God through humanity. And when I chose to be a sister, it was back in high school. That's when I just focused and set my mind. I really want this. The first stage is being an aspirant. Then from aspirancy, which lasts for 6 months, you go to postulancy. The postulancy lasts for 2 years. Then from postulancy, one joins novitiate. The hardest is aspirancy, because coming from out and having to follow everything as it happens in an institution, having to have a schedule to follow, then it's kind of difficult, because one has to struggle to be fully integrated in the community and to follow even what she never thought would be followed by a timetable. So aspirancy is the hardest. I've never regretted even a single day. I enjoy every minute of it. At home, my mother was reluctant for a while. My friends, some until today, they don't really understand what I really am doing. And they keep on feeling like there is still more to unfold. But currently, my mother is okay with it. And my brothers, they are all now feeling like there is still. So they are feeling now a bit comfortable with it. I lost some of my friends because it's kind of, I decided to go against the normal. And it's not really being unnormal, it's not really being against normal. It's just setting our mind and deciding that we really want God to lead the way. I know, despite being that I will not have a husband or children, I will have many more spiritual children. Wherever I will pass, the issue is what kind of mark will I leave? So that one will matter more than having a family and having some children or having a husband. It all depends with how did I live my life and how did I make an impact on the life of the people that I met.
My name is Sister Rosa Pascal. I am a Missionary Benedictine Sister, and currently I am the Prioress of this region of Kenya since May 15, 2021. My experience, this region of course, Kenya, when I started with a lot of difficulty moment. The first thing, I was coming into an office which I don't know how it is run. Of course, I've been observing those who are there, but now it was my turn. So the election itself was a big issue for me. I didn't find it something that I can accept. But anyway, with obedience, I accepted. But now when I came to office 4 days after my installation, we lost one of our own through COVID, and that was a very painful but now when for the whole community and Priory, and especially myself, I was confused. I didn't know what to do. But I gathered the sisters together and we held our hands together and we managed to give a worthy send-off to our sister. So from that time I have been trying to settle in the office, but again in the month of August, again we lost our long-serving chaplain. So from that time I have been trying to settle who was living in this house behind me as a chaplain for the last 32 years. He was just turning 86 years age, and he also died of COVID. And again, that one brought the community law, including myself. But still I stood firm and said, I trust in God, and in faith we moved on. So now we are again picking up our pieces, learning on job, and of course, most of all, the support from the sisters is what is carrying me on. Having been in office for maybe four or 5 months, of course I'm dreaming for the Priory, and I'm not dreaming alone. So there are the dreams that I have for the Priory and the sisters have for the Priory. Of course I'm dreaming, but there are also the needs that come, the pressing needs that come. So we are looking at what of course should be done first. For example, in the next 1 year, we are supposed to have set up junior high schools for our 2 existing primary in the next 1 year schools, and so that becomes a priority for us. So it falls under the first 5 years strategic plan. We also have a very pressing need for an infirmary for the sisters, and that also falls within our first our 5 years strategic plan. And this is a decision or an issue which is understood and known by all the sisters, and they see the need. And then we also have other needs, and for me, key is actually to nurture the young sisters into responsible religious, and for me, and also committed religious. And how do we do that? Maybe we are looking at religious, how can we give them formation that can really make them very authentic in their following of Christ. So it is a priority for me, because I think if they understand why they join religious life and they have the support that they need, then they can live quality life, and they can be also productive in their mission and reach out to the people who are sent to them. So we are looking at training them in formation courses, like theological courses, human relations, and all these kind of things. So that is priority, and we have already started. We have sent, from August this year, we have sent 6 in school. So some are taking professional courses, but others are taking human and formation courses, which will help them become better religious. The first thing I do is to share my dreams with the people I live with. So when I share my dreams, I also show them how it can work. And besides that, I also encourage them to share the ideas about the dream that I'm putting forward for them. How can they also be part of this dream, and how can they participate in fully and, you know, embrace the dream? So that is what I am doing now. So dialogue for me is number one, and involvement. And how can they participate? I am always convinced that in life we should be leaders, and leaders does not mean that you should be in any position. Leaders means that you have a vision for your life and for what you are asked to do. We should and then you must have people whom you can work together with. So that has been my lifestyle, that whatever I am given to do, I put in my best, and at the same time I want to be with the people, or work with the people, walk that journey with the people. And usually it's not very easy, because sometimes you dream things which people think they cannot work. Sometimes you share dreams and people think that they are too complicated. Sometimes you want to work with the people, and sometimes you realize that you are going different paths. So again, being persistent on what you believe that can work. You want to work what you believe that is your goal, or your vision, or your dream. It takes courage, it takes commitment, and resilience. Because like in a religious congregation, you don't just think things and do. There is a procedure that you have to persuade people it is possible, and you have to show them how it is possible, and it has to be in line with the mission of the community and the vision of the congregation. So that is why it has not been an easy journey. I have had, you know, how can I call them, confrontations. I have had disappointments. I have had, you know, challenges. How can I call them? Which could really make me break. But then every time I woke up, I said, today is a new day. I must live it to the full. So I just continue like that. Even if I have to stop today, tomorrow I have to go and reflect, was I on the right track? Is it really possible? So I have to look for another way to let people know or see what I mean and what I'm dreaming. So it has not been easy. Now, becoming a prioress is something which comes after an election, and it's a long process. It takes almost 6 months for people to discern and think which kind of person they need. But throughout that whole process, when it happened in our priory or region, I didn't think I was the right person. I was also dreaming for somebody else. Only that when the election came, it happened that I am the one. And so that is why it was hard for me to admit, because I thought somebody else should be the one doing it. And of course, I feared the challenge. But now that I am here, I am trying to live it. Yes. Yes.